Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today I am going to discuss about the Victorian age novelist George Eliot. I will tell you about her life and her works. Mary Ann, later to be famous as George Eliot, was born on 22nd November 1819 at Albury Farm. The youngest daughter in the family, she was deeply influenced by her father. Her childhood impressions and the experiences were never forgotten. Her early education was mainly obtained from observing nature and from extensive reading. She was deeply influenced by Walter Scott. In 1836, her formal education at the school came to an end when her mother died and she had to keep house for her father. In 1849, after her father's death, Mary Ann went to a tour of the Europe. Returning in 1850, she felt lonely. She met John Chapman, a young publisher, and was easily become assistant editor of the Westminster Review. Her position brought up her into the contact with the various distinguishing men and women including Herbert Spencer and Mrs. Gaskell. She also met George Henry Lewes, one of the best drama critics of the age. He was married but separated from his wife, whom he could not divorce under certain conditions of the existing Victorian laws. A mutual attraction developed between the Mary Ann and George Lewes, for both had similar interests. After much serious thinking, Mary Ann began to live with the Lewes as his mistress. As a result, she was stressed by her family and society for living in sin. It was under Lewes's influence that Mary Ann became the novelist George Eliot. With the death of the Lewes in 1878, the literary career of the George Eliot came to an end. In 1880, she married J.W. Cross, 20 years her junior, through a great friend for a long time. This is the life of the George Eliot, and all these are the works of the George Eliot. Now I will tell you about the George Eliot's place in the history of English novel. George Eliot occupies an important position in the history of English fiction. She elevated the art of the novel writing to a level of seriousness. She was a pioneer in the psychological analysis in fiction. Her serious concern with the problems of the human personality and its relationship with the forces outside itself did much to determine the future course of the English novel. In her best work, there is a depth and the reality that no English novelist has. Thanks for watching.